All right. Hello, everyone. We're live now. My name is Nicole, and this is my good friend, Micheal Colston-Lawson.
Tis I, tis I.
Yes, and we're having a really beautiful afternoon sitting out here on the porch.
Sure are.
It's in the beginnings of summer heat.
Yeah.
Um,
If I look a little glossy, that's why.
yes. So Michael is a very talented lyricist, rapper, freestyler, writer, and everything in between. And he has a Instagram called GrovesThesisMusic, and he's got music out there on a bunch of platforms like Spotify and Apple Music and
Yeah.
YouTube under the name Groves Thesis.
Yeah, check it out.
And we're gonna explore today some music together. We're gonna make some music together. We're gonna explore what it's like to be a freestyler, improvisational kind of person,
Are we gonna do that?
and we're gonna talk about what the power of Michael's writing and what it's done for him on his journey and what it continues to do for him. Does that sound good, Michael?
Yeah, it sounds
All right.
exciting, sounds
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
See what
Yeah. And so we're definitely embracing the coke element here.
plan to.
Yes. So, Michael, did you want to just start by telling us a little bit about like your story and how music has kind of emerged as something to kind of help pull you through challenges?
Oh man, music, it started early for me. First and foremost, I'm a fan before anything, and that probably will never change, and it definitely will never change. I'll never forget the freedoms I felt, especially in the realms of hip hop music at such an early age. My older sister, shout out to Sarah, my oldest sister always played some music, a little more vulgar, not allowed to be played when mom was around. And it, despite the vulgar language, like it gave me such a feeling of empowerment that, young I that was, walking around many moons ago, kind of, growing up with nothing but a couple ladies around me kind of made me feel that touch of invincibility, like in a beautiful way to make it through life. Music gave that to me, and the older I got, the more I fell in love with it. Back when we had CD players, it's been a while now. We're in a pretty luxurious age now. You can just type it in on several streaming devices. And yeah, that got me through a lot of my adolescence. Music, as it does for most of us, like the power of music. And I got to a point where I truly craved being able to perhaps selfishly be the vibrations that go in someone's ear when they're going through something. Like, and I would it's one of the main goals I have in life, to know that maybe I could write a song that could help someone the way someone else's song helped me. And yeah, basically just growing up with so many different types and styles of music, like every genre you can think of. My musical taste is quite eclectic. There's not anything I won't listen to. There's probably not ever going to be anything I don't listen to, because man, what music does, the power, the emotion it captures, I just I want to join the pot and see what I can do. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, I love everything that you said. And it's like I feel so the same way about music. And I have to say that like over the last few years, I feel like I've especially let go of any parts of me that were kind of blocking out different genres of music, feeling kind of like, oh, like I don't like pop or I don't like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
or
yeah.
that, and kind of getting over that and being like, oh wow, there's really good stuff and everything to embrace and to get inspired by. You said the other day that you have been some people have told you that you bend genres.
Oh, that's a compliment that gave me goosebumps after it was just I remember the first time was ever told that. I was just at an open mic, a local open mic here in Frederick, Rockwell Brewery. Shout out to Rockwell Brewery. I performed a simple 10-minute set, and somebody I did not know, a stranger, walked up to me and kind of gave me the best compliment I'll never forget thus far in life. That said, I'm, you know, doing something unique, and the fact that to hear that externally is what kind of that gave me peace for months. I'll say that. The power in compliments, guys. Let me just
Mm.
go off on that. If you like something, share it with that person, because what that can do, be it music, art, be it a skill, a labor, like share your appreciation, because that keeps people around and that creates soldiers. And the infinite possibilities within us all. Like, yeah, that compliment touched me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of something I'm trying to do, like from all the greats before me. Like, I'm definitely based and rooted in some type of hip hop culture where there's the rhythm aspect and the spoken word, and like, I can be vulgar at times, use curse words, but I feel like there's power in that too, and emotion. That's just, it's all on how you say things.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that someone said that kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was touched by that dearly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
amen.
this is kind of making me think and feel about like how we kind of got to know each other better.
Oh yeah.
So Michael and I knew each other a little bit through mutual friends, but we became closer when he started working at Camp Journey a few years ago, which is a
Shout out to Camp Journey.
Camp Journey. If anyone from Camp Journey listens, it's like a mental health program for kids, respite program, and it's like one of the most powerful places I have ever worked.
Same.
We used to joke around that Camp Journey is a vortex, and it not only does it attract the kids who need to be there, but it attracts the staff who need to be there as well,
Yeah, yeah.
to grow. And
Oh, the reminders you learn.
yeah, and Michael and I had some special experiences there together. We played a gig together in downtown Frederick, and when we were warming up and setting up, it just so happened that across the street, we didn't know that other staff who was actually working was there that evening with a group of kids from Camp Journey. And
Ooh.
so they came across the street, and it was not only Michael and I, but also two other people in the band and the shop owner where we were playing, um, Will, Chase, and Simon. All of us had worked at Camp Journey, and so these kids were like super pumped and just like, "Whoa, here's these like role models for us," and they're out in the community like about to perform music. And we started playing a little bit, and there was a kid there who has now aged out of the program, a 17-year-old who is an amazing rapper, an amazing lyricist, and he hopped on the mic with Michael, and they rapped in downtown Frederick together, and
Beautiful moment. Shout out to Juan, wherever you are. Hope you're
yeah,
thriving.
and now he's a successful person producing music out there that's out on Spotify and stuff. And I guess this is just coming back to what you were saying about like putting out that appreciation and giving compliments. And I think seeing you in that context of working with the kids and starting to listen to your lyrics, I was just like, this guy is meant to be putting out these messages for younger kids. And I'd love for you to talk a little bit more about that tattoo that you have on your arm, and about like, I don't know, I know you have some dreams. I know you have some dreams for the future around all of this. If you'd like to share any of that.
Hmm. Which tattoo?
That one.
Provoke the hope. Oh, I got that years ago. That was arguably what some locals would know is my artist name, Provoke the Hope, which never truly actually was. Provoke the Hope was always just like the ethos behind what I represent. And the term provoke kind of has a negative connotation, some would say. But, I did that purposely because to provoke something, usually when you're being provoked, you're being like your buttons are being pushed. And, I want to provoke the cynics. I want to provoke people that lost a little bit of life inside that can gain it back. Because, oh man, like what hope can do, what love can do. It has no contest, like love will always win. With age, with old age, we often find that. And I'm trying to literally write my mistakes down with rhythm, so some cool kids that'll be way cooler than me, maybe can avoid some of the trials and tribulations and stubbornness. Because God bless any mother raising a son like me, because I wish I would have found this love a little sooner. But the goal is to kind of try to reach out and touch someone that'll come after me. These are breadcrumb trails. I have many goals I'm trying to get accomplished in life. um Music is one of them. I plan to write books. I would love to start some nonprofit organizations. Um, right now, I'm at a point where I would love to find something and, bear many fruits, but find something you really want to do and stick to it because, oh man, the growth and through the no's you'll get, through the lonely nights, through the boredom, through the struggles, like it's where the greatness and that's where it comes from. My dream is to inspire people like that's my biggest dream. I don't really have many dreams other than that. I truly, that might sound corny, but if I can inspire a few people, uh, I'll fully have that peace I've always been looking for. We're all looking for. So, but yeah, the focus right now, you know, beyond everything adulthood mandates is music and writing music and, investing in it, because to do what you love, you got to put some work in after you get blah. You must put some work in after you get off work, guys. Like, and ladies, like everyone listening, like you must put some work in after you get off work to be a creator. That's my dream, to remind us that your efforts will guide you and sail you through this life. So, what I plan to do is do what I love unapologetically, to remind you no one can take that from you, whatever the thing you're loving unapologetically. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking the other day about how, this idea of like when you're creating something that like you're doing it for yourself when you're creating it, right? It's like it's medicine for you,
110%.
right? And then there's this step of like putting it out there to the world. And sometimes I think that can be a challenging step for people who are creatives and to stay the path, right? Because if you don't get a bunch of feedback every time that you put something out there, it can kind of get you down and have you wondering like, why am I doing this?
Mm.
Right. And I wondered if you had any, more reflections on that for how you have decided to continue walking the path when that happens.
Mm. Well, you know, to hmm, what an era to be a part of. The best and worst time to be an artist. The the amount of people you can reach these days. Like we're not in this '80s anymore. Where you pass a tape cassette around. Like there's real chances out here, my friends. There's real opportunity out here, my friends. And if there's something you love doing and you want to try to take a risk and try to it is almost a prerequisite in life to take what you love or what you know and give it to the world, because the world is going to give you that feedback, be it good or bad. You're going to get some feedback, 100%.
Yeah.
And what you do with that is what makes or break you.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know anybody that got a yes for every question they asked and everything they wanted in life. And if you know someone that's like that, try to keep them away from me. All right. But yeah, like being able to work through the no's in life and the struggles, and like when, like, I can't tell you how many times I've gone to an open mic by myself, like at reaching out to friends, like, hey, do you guys want to go? Like, no, we're all busy. Like, that nervous feeling, should I still go? Hell yeah, I still went. And hell yeah, you should still go. Hell yeah, you should. Cause you find side note, you find who you love and what you love doing what you love.
That's so
Like
true.
if you like to work out in the garden, get involved in the community and go meet some people that are in the same thing, because that love will truly be felt. And not every audience is for you. That's one of the toughest things as an artist. Oh man. Um, every artist has an audience. Every artist has an audience. Be that it may not be near where you're at or where you're living. That's what I'm talking about with the investment thing. Like, it's worth a shot. On the other hand, there's such a beauty in doing, you know, when I look back and reflect of the countless hours I've sat alone at, parks in my room, like, restaurants, like just sitting alone, being the weird guy with a notepad, writing like, yo, what's that guy doing? Um, I don't regret a second of it because being able to sit still and be happy and content with something that is not mind altering, that has no harm on others, that has no harm on yourself, is one of the best gifts you can find in life, Miss Nicole.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so happy to have friends like you that inspire me to, get you some friends that are trying to do some shit out here in life, all right? Because that's what you have to
Yeah.
be around. You have to be around that. No naysayers, no, you know, people saying no, people saying let's think objectively all the time. Like, no, let's break some boxes, get you some friends like Miss Nicole. Okay.
Michael's a good friend like that too.
Some might say. But anywho, yeah, like music saved my life. It truly, truly saved my
Yeah.
life. That's a cliche and one of the only cliches I'll use. Speak abstractly, make your own ways of explaining things. Don't use the cliches in the ways that don't feel pure. But my cliche is music saved my life.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about like your creative process? How do you make music?
Oh my gosh, I write a song 1,000 times and then put it away somewhere and then come back to it and write it 1,000 more times. Just kidding. Not that much. Not, never obsess over anything. If it's meant to be, it'll be, and what will be. So they say. My creative process, I only write to things that truly speak to me, and that to find some sounds to align with words on top of, be it that it's something I'm purchasing from someone I've never met, or if it's one of my beloved friends that, we're sitting creating something I can write to. Like, that's always the toughest part. Once I have that established, I often find myself freestyling to the sounds and like trying to think of unique word plays I can, like, stem off of, and like down to the pocket, down to the syllable. Like, perfection is a myth. So no, there's no perfection. Okay, there's just what is in the moment, and to capture emotions. That's what I keep in the back of my mind. Like, how am I feeling today? Is this song bigger than me? Is this song important? What words can I use that I've never written before? What ways can I say something that has never been said? The sun is setting, or the sun is falling asleep in the
Mhm.
west. Like, it's all about, these universal themes. My process is trying to capture universal themes uniquely, in a way that has never been spoken for, yet a way that feels so wholesome and so connecting internally.
Yeah.
My process, huh? I'm a stickler and I'm tough on myself, just like any other artist out here. Shout out to my artists, because, let's not be so hard on ourselves. I'll write something, listen to it, record myself, freestyle to it, rewrite to it, show some friends, ask for some criticism. Don't fear criticism. Ask strangers, ask people you love. Like, that's a big part of my process. Bugging my friends and asking them to listen to this 20 times. Shout out to all my friends that are there for me during those moments. But basically, the hardest part of the process is getting to that point where you sit in front of the notepad with the pen and paper.
Yeah.
That is the hardest part of the process. The rest, don't trick yourself into thinking there's anything much tougher than just being there,
Yeah. Just
because
just
that's
getting started.
get started. Get started.
Yeah.
Love it.
Would I'm feeling like maybe we share this first song that we're gonna play together soon. But I was wondering, maybe before we do it, it's called My Impervious Days. So this is one of Michael's original songs, and a couple days ago we talked about what we might do, and he showed it to me, and I was like, I think I could learn that guitar part. Figured it out.
She did pretty quickly.
I figured it out.
She a beast.
And this is a really cool song, Michael. I was wondering if maybe you wanted to share a little bit about. You said you were talking about the universal themes. So, what is like a couple of the universal themes in this song?
Oh man, the main ones are what kind of kept me caught up for a little longer than I wished. Shout out to people going through things. I swear you'll make it through. It's all about the story you're telling yourself. But anywho, what I tried to capture from in this particular song were stories of betrayal, pain, love, to prevail through the toughest of times. You never, when you have no clue how you're gonna make it out. Oh man, the how oblivious I was to what my mother and two older sisters did for me and my grandmother. Shout out to Graham, shout out to Sarah and Jesse and my mother, Mama Dukes, Ma. You're the coolest. Basically, I was just trying to capture some pain and the stories of betrayal by the man that kind of made me and my family kind of wasn't the coolest. Didn't stick around. Maybe we had to run a few times. Who knows? But I wanted to get lost in a moment and write something for my mother and two older sisters that been protecting me and showing me love my whole life, despite the stuff we went through. I always was given love by those women, and I'll never ever break that cycle. I'm here. I wore a pink hat. Shout out to the strong women. I had to rep something pink. But yeah, basically, this is just something that I wrote to let my family know I see y'all. I see what you guys did, and it doesn't matter what we went through, and it doesn't matter what was, because we can be anything, and it's never too late.
Yeah.
This is called My Impervious Days.
All right.
Yeah. I will not be a charity case, nor say what once was a waste. I will not be a charity case, nor say what once was a waste. Huh. Yeah. Okay, love. Sarah, wake Jesse, then go and grab Michael. Baby girl, God's good. She put mermaids on earth, just shy of unfamiliar heavens. Pistol whip with a 357. Ooh, shoes on, gotta go right now. Dad got his gun, coke and a smile. This is when Stick and Stone hadn't broken her yet. She wasn't even breaking a sweat. Deep breath, look, forget, never ever, you won't please. Look, sunshine, my are you? Cash ran low, leftovers in debt. You are my sunshine, don't you ever forget. The cocaine caught up in a pipe dream. Alcohol, caffeine, nicotine regime. Afraid, yet grateful. But never once at the same time. Look, what you know about taking risk? And what you know about a rebirth? And what you know about doing dirt? We were on the road, we were out by the first. Singing to the sky, we were stomping on the earth. Yeah, for what it's worth. Oh, life, a gift? Is it a curse? Gotta switch it up. Yeah, gotta switch it up. Gotta switch it up. Okay. She's saying, do your worst, you ain't in the same. You ain't in my league, shit, what you got to say? She took that chance where her demons like to dance, tried to steal her voice, made her tuck it away. Smile on her face when her angels fell asleep. Two daughters and a son begging mama for soda. No means no, you gotta wait till you're older. Learning how to say no, that's what makes you a soldier. Yeah, all are welcome. Yeah, God gives gifts in mysterious ways. Yeah, I said God gives gifts in mysterious ways. Welcome to my impervious days. God gives gifts in mysterious ways. Shit. I needed to remember who I was. I don't need a drug where the hug show me love. Look, I will not be no charity case, nor say what once was a waste. Yeah, I will not be no charity case, nor say what once was a waste. Yeah, God gives gifts in mysterious ways. Welcome to my impervious days. I said, God gives gifts in mysterious ways. Welcome, all are welcome. Welcome to my impervious days. I said, come one, come all are welcome. Welcome to my impervious days. God gives gifts in mysterious ways. In mysterious ways. I said, God gives gifts in mysterious ways. Welcome to my impervious days. Um, that was something. Yo, you killed that.
You too. Man.
That was something. Kind of like we just made it an original. This week. Shout out to Miss Nicole for just picking that up. And yeah, that was something I wrote about 2 years ago. Kind of going through those life things we go through in our brains, like kind of caught up in my own bullshit. All right, I ain't even gonna sugarcoat that. Caught up in my own bullshit, caught up in my own darkness, and just forgetting the light I have and possess and all the love I was given. Like I wanted to remind myself, man, like you've made it through some mountains, like you've climbed some, and you've always had a support system, and like never forget that, and like the sacrifice others that love you made for you. Like, how dare you try to be anything less than that? You got to take that and double it and give that back to the world. Um, so yeah, that one's very dear to me. I wrote that song. It's on YouTube under My Impervious Days. So if anybody has any desire to, listen to the studio version, please reach out and we'll make that happen. So
Yeah. It was extra powerful playing it after hearing you speak about your family. And I don't know, it's just feel like each time that we talk, life or play music together, I just get like a deeper sense for you and that what your light is and like just everything that you've kind of come through. And I just have a lot of respect for just a lot of respect for you and a lot of respect for what you've kind of done personally to like find some healing like with your family and um yeah, just to build community and connect with people. It's really beautiful.
hey, heal yourself. No money, no drug, no tangible item, no temporary satisfaction, no enhanced euphoric feeling will ever compensate for the internal works we are all responsible for. That's your If you haven't found your duty yet in life, let that be one of the first. And once you do that,
Yeah.
start elsewhere, like, or
Yeah.
live your life, it's yours. But yeah, I would start there if you're kind of searching for like what's going on, what should I be, what should I do in life. Start with the inner works,
Yeah.
because that's when you know yourself. Test your core beliefs, test what you know, take it, speak your truths, speak them unapologetically. That's I'm gonna get that word tattooed on me. That word is so powerful to me, because to be your authentic self in every situation in life, like to speak your truths, oh my gosh, the power in that. You won't have any regrets. I can promise you that. So yeah.
Yeah. What is it that's so powerful about the voice?
It's yours. Say what you feel, say what you know, and say what's right and what's wrong and right. I don't even believe in wrong and right. It's too circumstantial, and people are too fickle. So what is wrong and right? Um, Basically, all I know is I know not much. I'm a fool at best, but there are things I feel are meant for me and like right for me in particular. So that's what I stick to. And if it doesn't feel right, I keep it moving. Chuck some water and stretch and keep it moving. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we've been talking the last couple days just about intuition.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what does that mean to you, and what's it been like for you, especially kind of as I know that you kind of see your life as a creative process, not just creating. And,
Ooh.
how do you learn how to follow your gut? What's it all about?
Not forgetting that we are mixed with both creator and creation. We are a part of this beautiful aesthetic to the eye we call Earth. Wow, like we are just as much a part of it as it is a part of us. To remember that is one of the most powerful things. It'll fill you up when your cup is low. You are just as important and special as anything you see or hear or do. Like that could be you. So, um, yeah. What was your question again?
I think that if you didn't answer it like with the answer, you answered it with your voice, which is
Got
exactly
you.
what the question was about. Why is it so powerful? And I think you just demonstrated it. I mean, when you speak, it's like you're just speaking poetry. I hope you know that.
Well, I'm a poet. I hope you know it. Um, that's word to all of y'all. I'm a poet and I'm proud. Like, and I wasn't always proud to say that, but I'm a writer and I'm full of love, you know. And like, I've had my qualms and issues with what I wish I could be, what I wasn't. Like, I don't get caught up in the what ifs. Takes too much of this sacred time in this present moment we have, you know. I think the past, in my opinion, should be utilized to remember what not to do. The future should be set with pure and good intentions. And really, all we have technically is the present and now, the here and now. So, yeah, music is one of the tools I have that I'm able to sit still and do nothing but that. And I feel I am so present. And the sense of time disappears. I would love it and encourage everyone to allot time not only to find out what that thing may be for you, but to also indulge in it.
Yeah.
You know, we all have that inner voice that wants to try to stop us when we're feeling sad or low, and like, you know, but not succumbing to those thoughts. Do not identify with your thoughts. Be your intentions and take action with what you want to do. Use your voice. Speak your truth. Talk about what needs to be talked about, where it needs to be talked about, and be strong. Your voice. What a beautiful instrument. I haven't really dabbled in too many instruments yet in life, and I've got some like Berkeley School of Music level type musicians, some self taught that are just like, if you sat next to them on any instrument, you'd be like, cool, like I'll sit here for a few hours. And the fact that I've had friends like that encourage me and remind me that my voice is my instrument and I should embrace that, you know, that's, oh, how lucky of a man I am to have friends like that, you know? But if you don't have friends like that and you want to use your voice as an instrument, you can do it. You are meant to. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
wanted to tell y'all real quick.
No, I love that, Michael. And as you were talking, I started thinking about it's not just your voice, but it's the words, right? And we talked the other day about how words are seeds and about like the transition that you made from kind of like one name to another name,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Can you
yeah.
tell us a little bit about Grove's thesis?
Certainly. So my artist name is Groves Thesis. That's Groves space thesis. And it just felt so right. I When I started investing in my music a couple years ago, I rushed the name Micheal Provoke, which stems off the provoke the hope, the ethos I have for what I want to create and the platform I wish to create one day. And Micheal Provoke just seemed rushed, and I never truly even like to say that's what the artist name was. You know, as weird as that sound, it just didn't feel natural. It just felt rushed and forced. And one day I was thinking, like, you know, if you're gonna keep investing your hard-earned money in yourself, like, be about it. Like, love and understand and know everything you're giving, because if you don't know the words you're saying, who else will? You know, if you don't speak the words proudly that you speak, like, they won't be felt as much as they could be. Maybe they could be felt, but I switched it to Groves Thesis basically because when I look at life and, you know, however much longer I will be gifted to live on this beautiful planet, I will think of my life as a grove of trees, a garden, if you will, and all the intentions and ideas and thoughts and everything I manifested and everything I brought to fruition into reality, like, are the little seeds I've planted. And how will they grow over time? What will they look like when my grove is at its, you know, when it reaches its decline? Because everything is full circle, you know. That's okay. But Grove's thesis, like, what will my ideas transpire? What will grow from it? What will it look like? Will I be shaded by the sun, the heat of this life? Will I provide shade for others? Will I have something beautiful to look at? Will This is all, you know, metaphor type vibe, dancing around, because, you know, it's kind of hard to talk about yourself. Anywho, how about this weather? It's like, um, yeah. So Grove's thesis is just, what will my accumulation of words and ideas and what I created look like when it's at its peak? You know, what will it look like?
Mm.
What can it provide? What fruits will bear? You know, So
I love that. It's like the name is like an invitation for possibility.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
an intention for the fruit to be born.
Yeah, we're meant to bear many fruits, not just one, people. So work, 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 work after work. But yeah, so that's kind of where that derived, you know. And I love it. I'll never change my name again. Sorry about all the people. I still have many songs under Michael Provoke on all platforms because I feel like that's was a part of the growth of my artistry, and yeah, I wanted to leave that up there. So some of my older work, but I've reached a point where it's Groves Thesis, and I'm very proud and would love it if anybody would look into it. So
Yeah.
if you wish, so yeah,
I'm feeling like it might be a good time to share the song that we created together.
yeah, let's do it.
So, well,
Love it.
let's talk a little bit about like first of all, I don't know what it one of the most beautiful things to me about being a creative person is honestly creating with other people.
Yes,
And
imperative.
I
If you
feel,
ask me.
it's like taken me time to be able to do that. I always played music by myself, until when I was in high school and I started getting into trying to improv music and play music with other people. And it was really hard at first.
Yeah, to link up,
It
get all
was, it
cycled
was,
up.
it was really hard because I didn't really know that much yet, especially about making stuff up on the spot. And so it's really beautiful to kind of reflect on the fact that if you, like you said, if even, even if you don't do it every day, but you stick with something over a lot of years, you find a lot of growth. You find a lot of growth. I found a lot of growth as an improvisational musician, and I still could grow a lot more, but I appreciate where I'm at.
Oh yeah.
And so I had kind of had a little bit of a theme in my head before you came over. I knew that we were going to do this together. And I guess I'm explaining this because it's like, this is part of my creative process. It's like, I knew we were going to do this. So I kind of set an intention. I like asked for
Love
the
it.
inspiration and the guidance to come through to kind of set the stage for something beautiful to be created. And so I was thinking about, I just had these like words in my head about like my feet being like worn and like the journey being like wearing, but like the journey is to come home. Like the journey is to come home to ourselves and to who we truly are and in our authenticity and in our strength. And that's some piece of that seed was in my mind once we started talking, and it
Right
was
on, right
reflected
on.
in what you were talking about too. It was reflected in you just speaking about like some of the challenges that you've had to move through, and yet I felt like in our conversation we both like came home and we kind of came home together. Yeah. So so that's kind of where the song came from, and then Michael kind of took it home for a couple days and played around with some words. So we're gonna play the song, and I think that the second verse is gonna just be on the spot, right? You don't
Oh
really
yeah.
have anything planned,
Oh yeah.
so we'll
Maybe some
see.
of the first two. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what that's all about for the freestyling element. All right. My feet are worn, worn from coming home. My feet are worn, worn from coming home.
Oof, words my soul had sworn. Did you notice how the flies tend to swarm? I did the day I stepped right through a thorn. Ooh, my love, look, love is warm. You could tie my hands and I'll still perform. Oh, at times I feel torn, others reborn. Yeah, yeah, don't you know it, baby? Step away from the norm. If you met God, how would you greet her? I heard all you need is financial freedom. Oh, if you met God, how would you greet her? I heard all you need is financial freedom. It go 1 love, 2 love, 3 love, 4. Some days we all feel impure. It goes 1 love, 2 love, 3 love, 4. Some days we all feel impure. my love, love is warm. Words my soul had sworn.
My feet are worn from coming home. My feet are worn from coming home.
Yeah.
My feet are cold from walking in the snow. My feet are strong from walking alone.
For the pain and the bliss, God, drop me a list. For the pain, for the bliss, God, drop me a list. I'm in a pink cat for the independent women that got strength and never say they can't. Oh my gosh, on the front porch with Nicole, promise me you'll never sell your soul. Oh, love or hate me, both are in my favor. Love or hate me, both are in my favor. Say it twice. Yeah, look, it was the day that I noticed shit got fickle as hell. Scratch that, cause I was fickle as well. It was the day that I noticed, ooh, the devil has something to sell. Oh, for the pain and the bliss, oh, heaven, drop me down the list. For the pain, for the bliss, tell the skies, drop me down the list. I reminisce, I don't do that psych. I live in the present, life of present. Gotta stay present. Said that 3 times, that's like silly 3 rhymes. Oh, Miss Nicole, all I know is there's not too much I know, and I'm a fool at best. And I'm a grown ass man, I'll take whatever comes from me.
My feet are worn from coming home. My feet are warm from coming home.
Yeah.
My feet are warm coming home. My feet are warm from coming home. Warm from coming home. Warm from coming home.
Yeah, high five. You're the coolest. Oh man. Let's all get a breath down to the diaphragm real quick. I don't know what that felt like on that side of the screen, but right here on this porch, I got little goosebump thingies, you know. Oh man,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
coming up with
Michael.
that like so quickly. Like what a genius right here. Get you
Well,
some geniuses
thank you.
around.
I'll accept the praise,
Cool,
and
cool.
I'll also hand it back to you because I love what you came up with, and I love what came up together.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
felt organic, right? That's some
Mhm.
of the coolest creation is just with not complicating the mind with overcomplicating everything. Us humans are good at that. Get good at other things because we're good at so many things. Whatever we choose to be good at, actually.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Michael, for doing this. It's been truly a pleasure. I just have enjoyed this, even just for myself, to sit here and talk with you and
same,
listen to
same.
you and play music. And I'm grateful for everyone who tuned in or who does listen at any point in the future. And I welcome you to check out Michael's music, Groves Thesis, Groves Thesis Music on Instagram,
Yep.
Groves Thesis on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and
All that.
all the others,
All of
all
them.
the others. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time that we come together for a co-creative conversation. Have a beautiful night.
Peace.